Thor discovers that he has an older sister, the goddess of death, and she is now a threat to the universe that he has to stop. When he tries to stop her, she destroys his hammer and sends him off to some planet where he gets captured and turned into a gladiator. Now Thor has to escape his new life of enslavement so he can go stop his older sister from taking over Asgard and ruining the universe. In terms of story and in terms of pacing, I'd say this movie's pretty average. But that's why you hire an interesting and unique director like Taika Waititi, so that he can make choices that elevate the movie. There are jokes in this movie, and there are characters in this movie that I would never think would be in a Marvel movie. When it comes to making the jokes, the movie goes places that you don't expect it to go. Some of the humor in this movie is really dark in a way that's surprising and delightful. And that really helps make the movie more than just another Thor movie. Chris Hemsworth is Thor, he embodies Thor, he's perfect as Thor, and he knows how to go along with the jokes. And he doesn't deliver the jokes in a way where it seems to betray the character. Tom Hiddleston is also perfect as Loki. He's Loki, and he always will be Loki, and Loki's great, and there's nothing more to say. He just is great, he's always great. Mark Ruffalo is great as both Bruce Banner and the Hulk, and the fight between Thor and the Hulk is extremely entertaining. Cate Blanchett is solid as Hela, Thor's older sister, but I would still say she's forgettable. I'd still say she's not her own thing. I still feel like I've seen a million villains like her. Tessa Thompson is phenomenal as this former warrior woman who's a drunkard. She's given up on her past. She's traumatized. But she gets this redemptive arc, and Tessa Thompson handles the material really well, and you feel like she could have her own movie. You feel like she's an action star. Jeff Goldblum is phenomenal in this movie. He plays this weird, eccentric, and deluded character. He runs the gladiator arena, he rules his planet, and he's so just casual about everything he does, even though it's so horrible. He just casually executes his brother, and it's just amazing. The soundtrack in this movie is so unique and different from any other Marvel movie. Sometimes it'll be the general orchestral stuff, but then it'll go into like this electronica mode, and there'll be these guitars, and there's just all this different stuff. And the use of Led Zeppelin's Immigrant Song is perfect. They use it twice, and both times those are scenes where if they'd used general orchestral soundtrack music, it would not have worked as well. And being able to pick the exact right song for the exact right moment is pretty impressive. Thor Ragnarok is a fun romp that makes a lot of bold and unique choices. It's very funny and at many times extremely clever. But there's a good bit of time where it just feels like an average Thor movie, and all this other great stuff that's there just doesn't change that. Even though the movie does things that are entertaining, that are interesting, the movie as a whole is still just another Marvel movie. I'm gonna give Thor Ragnarok a B+.